Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I'm new. I'm going to be doing oracle readings every week. You subscribers have a chance to win oracle cards, a book, or an oracle reading. Let me know what you prefer in the comments. Okay, let's get to it. I'm going to start with Heal Yourself reading cards. Let me shuffle them. Okay. Patience. It's card number 1. Hole in the soul. Card number 3. Phoenix Rising. Let's read what they're all about. We'll start with number 23, Patience. Number 23, let me find it. Okay. You must develop patience in all areas of your life. Patience does not mean that you give up and do nothing. On the contrary, you need to be aware of several aspects of the circumstance that you are facing. Patience requires you to stop pushing, rushing, and creating potentially explosive situations. Instead, it asks you to see the bigger picture and become aware of the ingredients that must be missing. If you are impatient with a particular person, instead give them space. Avoid jumping to conclusions and making up dramatic stories about a personal situation without being aware of all the details. You have an opportunity to let go of judgment. Always look for the truth of the situation, know what someone is saying or doing, but why. Patience can also be connected to a health condition you are receiving from, a new diet or an exercise program you have embarked on, or a new course of study you may have begun. So that was Patience. Number 36, Hole in the Soul. Your childhood wounds are creating a hole in your soul. One way your childhood wounds disrupt an extraordinary life is through low-grade depression experienced as a perpetual empty feeling. If as a child you tried to make everything all right by picking up the pieces of your family dramas, then you have adopted a false self. When you lose your authentic self, you disconnect from your true feelings, needs, and desires. Instead, you wear a mask to make others feel more comfortable. Being detached leads to profound loneliness and isolation, as you are always mourning your true self. This card encourages you to discover your true self through learning about your childhood and mourning the abandonment and neglect you felt. And we got number 32, Phoenix Rising. Everything in your life is falling apart in order for you to rise from the ashes with renewed strength. This is not a time to create, but a time to sweep away everything that has not worked in your life. The reason so many things are breaking down and not going your way is because the old cycle of your life is completing. You may feel that you are walking through the fires of life right now in order to be cleansed and purified for your rebirth. Soon you will not recognize yourself. You are reclaiming your spirit. If possible, try to isolate yourself from the chaos surrounding you. Now is the time for you to feel any pain that you have previously suppressed so that you can heal. The universe has plans and opportunities that are better than you can imagine. So let go and trust and anticipate what is coming. Those are good messages. Okay. Now I'm going to start with Moonology Oracle. Moonology Oracle. Let me shuffle the deck. Okay, I'm going to pick 3 cards. Card number 1. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. Sit that there. Card number 2. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Card number 3. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aries. Okay, let's see what they have to say in the book. New moon eclipse. Page 94. It says, if you want affirmation that you can achieve your dreams and get the desired outcome in a situation you're asking about, then this is it. This is a card of beginnings, and there are powerful energies at work, but be prepared. It could be quite a ride, and events now could even be jarring and uncomfortable. However, any new directions you take will almost always lead somewhere better than where you are at the moment. Whatever is happening now is happening for a reason you'll appreciate later on. A new portal is opening up, and all you have to do is have the courage to forget about the past and move through it. You're being put back on the right path. There is nothing to fear. Attune to the moon. Never mind the past. Life evolves every single day. Additional meanings for this card. Yes, yes, 1,000 times yes. You're being shunted towards your life purpose. Whatever is happening now is happening for your highest good. And this is an important turning point in your life. The teaching. New moon eclipses are among the most exciting astrological events. They herald a complete change of pace. It's as though you're headed in one direction, probably being guided by your ego, and then here comes the divine, the goddess or spirit, to turn you instead to face the direction you actually need to go. Regardless of whether or not there's a new moon eclipse happening when you pull this card, it's a powerful affirmation of positive turnarounds. Well, that's a good one. Positive events are going to happen. Card number 2. What do you need to release? Waning moon. Let me find a waning moon. Okay, page 100. The waning moon points to what's falling away. Life goes in cycles, and sometimes we need downtime or to let go. No matter when the moon cycle you pull this card, it's a sign that a situation has peaked, for better or worse, and it's time for you to go easier. It's the autumn and winter of the cycle. So what do you need to release? Almost certainly something from the situation you're asking about. This card can be very positive, but it could still be gently suggesting that you let something go and stop trying so hard. Attune to the moon. It's safe to let go and move on. Additional meanings for this card. Move forward with as little resistance as possible. This is not the time to start new projects. Releasing emotional baggage is recommended now. Say sorry to someone. Do energetic works such as meditation or yoga. Soon you will see what lies ahead. And the teaching. At a time of the waning cycle, take a moment to look up at the skies every night. You will see the moon growing smaller and smaller as she moves from full to new again. It's the time when things are falling away. It's certainly not the time to cling on to anyone or anything. Drawing this card suggests your situation is in its autumn and winter phase, so hunker down and start the regeneration process. Well, that sounded good. And bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. 62. Okay, Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. So this is the time to move forwards. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way, and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on both whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. The card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own. But be loving, not too pragmatic. pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move forward towards your future as soon as possible. Attuned to the moon. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Additional meanings for this card. You need to be more detached from this situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. And the teaching. Aquarius is a sign of invention, modern advances in technology and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle, its individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more than intellect than the emotional water signs. As this card, no matter when you draw it, dropping convention works well with this energy. So those were good cards. It sounds like you need to release something in order to move on. That's what it sounds like. Okay, now we're going to look at Queen of the Moon Oracle. Queen of the Moon Oracle. Let me shuffle the cards. Okay, I'm going to pick 3. This one. New beginnings. Wow, look at that. New moon. Beginnings. That's a wonderful card to get. Gratitude. Last quarter moon. Gratitude. One more. First quarter moon. Assessing. I wonder what they have to say about that. Okay, let's look this up. It goes by moons, I believe. So new moon, page 19. Beginnings. You are offered a fresh start. Your journey is beginning. Take the first step towards something new. It is time to place emphasis on your health and well-being. And then, quote, I accept and rejoice in renewal and beginnings. Okay. Last quarter moon. Gratitude. Page 62. Gratitude. Be where you are and be thankful. There is always something to be grateful for, no matter your suffering. Gratitude raises the lower vibration to a higher one. Do not allow yourself to be surrounded by too many negative people. Life is conspiring for you. Quote, I joyfully turn my attention to what I am grateful for. And then it says, as we enter the last quarter moon in the lunar cycle, the energies begin to turn towards surrender and release. So let go of what we no longer need. It behoves us to pay attention to what we have right now, both positive and negative. This attention, paying, and focus allows us to wisely discern and to be grateful for all of it. Yes, all of it. Because of the nasty stuff, the stuff that is making us suffer right now, it already happened and we can take wisdom from this. However, now it's going waxing crescent 4 and the dark moon are going to sort that for you. And what we have left is the good stuff, and frankly, most of it is going to be great. Taking some time out on this moon to list a few things you feel grateful for will raise your vibrations and banish any resistance you have to ditching old, outmoded patterns. Doing this also turns your powerful focus away from a story you may have started to believe of everything going wrong or that life goes terrible things for you. Gratitude is a balancer. In fact, it normally tips the scales to the positive. So that was gratitude. First quarter moon assessing. Page 33. It's time to assess your current position. You must make sure your blind spots are revealed and that you are honest with others and yourself. Sometimes the hard decision is the best decision. You should be able to assess and move quickly based on that assessment. Quote, I am enjoying moving and choosing, moving and choosing. Those are good cards. Sounds like there's change and new beginnings coming for you. Now we're going to do messages from your animal spirit guides. Messages from your animal spirit guides. You can get all these on Amazon. All these decks I'm using you can get on Amazon. Shuffle the cards. Okay, I'm going to pick 3. Kiwi. Do a walking meditation each day for the next week. Card number 2. Dog. Your loyalty and faithfulness is misplaced by serving too many masters. Okay, one more. Tiger. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. Sit there, see what the book has to say. Look up kiwi. Let me see what page it's on. 65. Most of the time, walking is a way that people get from point A to point B, often in a rush and without regard for what's going on around them. Meditation is typically viewed as something people do while sitting cross-legged for several minutes. However, that's only one form of meditation. Walking with awareness and intention is another. Find a place, preferably in nature, such as the forest or woods, where you can simply walk for 10 minutes or more each day for the next week. Experiment by walking more slowly than you usually do. Try moving at 80% of your usual speed. You can also try speeding up your pace, but stay present and be aware of how it feels to move so rapidly. Then slow down for a few steps to where you can really feel each step you take. Notice how the contact with the ground starts at your heel and slowly moves up your toe. If possible, try it barefoot. Be aware of the sights, sounds, and smells as you walk, as well as the rhythmic feeling in your body. Whatever pace you set, be sure to breathe consciously and consistently with full awareness. Doing so while walking is what makes it a meditation. Associations. Grounded, nocturnal, survival, flexibility, fatherhood, innocence, earthiness, ancient wisdom, inspiration, safety, speed, quickness, detection. Okay, and dog. Page 42. Whom do you serve is the question at hand here. When you compromise your personal integrity through misguided attempts to placate others out of fear of their disapproval or avoid upsetting them, you deny your own inner authority and give away your power. You become their servant and they your masters. You allow this by assuming that another person or organization that has greater knowledge, power, or spiritual wisdom than you and put yourself in a less than position. While others may possess some of these attributes to a greater degree than you do, you can honor them as teachers, not masters. Children may rightly look to their parents for this sort of guidance. However, as they mature, it's appropriate that they leash to their parents' authority stretches and is even eventually severed. The human error is to continue to project this parental authority onto other people and institutions, and then either subjugate their will or act in opposition to that perceived authority. Over a number of years, you may find yourself attached to the leashes of many masters, leading you to feel fragmented and to some degree powerless. Instead, take off all those collars and let Spirit be your one true master. Then you will experience true freedom. So let Spirit be your one true master. Tiger. Page 117. You're being called upon to provide leadership, so trust that you're capable of doing so. Being an effective and compassionate leader requires that you know the art of balancing yin and yang, discerning when to advance and when to yield, and pay attention to the subtleties and the flow of the group process while simultaneously staying attuned to your own intuitive voice. Whether your role as leader applies to your family, friends, employees, or nation, you must listen to those around you and respond to their needs with strength and compassion. And when you deem it necessary, you need to follow your own sensibilities, even though others may disagree with you. To the best of your ability, make your decisions based on what you determine to be for the greatest good, rather than catering to self-serving needs. Fear and doubt may rise at times, but don't let them deter you from your purpose. The best leaders aren't perfect, but they're willing to take calculated risks based on their own convictions and passionate desire to do the right thing. On occasion, you may stumble or even fall, but don't let that impede the acceptance of your leadership you're being called to provide. Others are looking to you for guidance. Don't let it go to your head, but do let it go to your heart. So you're being called for guidance and not to let it go to your head. Those are good messages. I like all these decks. All these decks are my favorites. Okay, now we're going to do Nature Spirit Oracle. Okay, let me spread them out and pick a couple. Here we got one. Nature Spirits. Your nature is calling you. Okay. Eagle Medicine. Eagle Medicine. Ancient Forest. Let's see what the book has to say. So we're going to start with Nature Spirits, card number 1. Page 64. Card meaning: joy, delight, peaks of carefree abandon, living wildly, magically, and free. Be open to the wonders of the universe flooding into your life. Innocence and delight are abounding. Happiness is on its way. Your native spirit wants you to know. Almost every ingenious culture recounts stories of fairies, often called little people, and the nature spirits. Although some of the fairies act in protection of their wild lands and should be treated with care and respect, most often they bring blessings and delight to all in their realm. If this Nature Spirits card chooses you, then welcome to the wellspring of joy and magic. Beneath the surface, mystical interventions are occurring in your life. Relax, all is well. The journey. Taking a few moments of stillness in the natural world can help you attune to the world of the little people and the nature spirits. If you see a small flash of light or a movement of a leaf in the windless day, there are often signs that the wee folk are near. I don't know if I believe in wee folk and ancient nature. I don't know what they were talking about. Eagle medicine. Basically, it's saying you should go into nature and ground yourself by meditating in the nature. Eagle medicine. 44. Card meaning. Profound connection to the Creator in the heavenly realms. As the eagle soars high above the earth, it has the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Courage and stamina are filling your life. You have the ferocity and right injustice and wrongs done to you or to others. This is a time to face fear and overcome it. Your native spirit wants you to know. If the Eagle Medicine card has chosen you, you are at the advent of the opportunity to truly see life from a rarefied vantage point. Eagles are considered one of the most sacred of all birds in many tribes and cultures. Their single-minded fierceness, dynamic energy, and ability to soar high are part of the reason for this. This card reminds you to take heart and face fear. You do indeed have the strength to overcome any adversity. You also have direct line to the Creator. Your prayers are heard and will be answered in accordance with the highest good. You have that capacity to channel extraordinary life force energy through your hands. The journey. Go on an inner journey and imagine that you're an eagle. Feel the power of your wings, the clarity of your eyesight, and the power of your talons. As you do this, be aware of the energy of the majestic eagle filling you. So your prayers are being heard. Remember that. Ancient Forest. 36. Card meaning. Your roots go deep. Incredible, radiant, healing strength is available to you and grows within you. Do not doubt your abilities. You're so much more than you can possibly imagine. There's immense, unseen, but very real support around you. You are loved and cherished. You are grounded, stable, and strong as your spirit reaches high into the heavens. Your native spirit wants you to know, throughout the world, those in ingenious cultures revere what are called the tree people. The powerful life force of trees can bring healing, strengthening, and grounding energies. The kind of tree might vary from culture to culture, but the reverence and gratitude for its beneficial energies are the same. The ancient forest is alive with nature's spirits. Additionally, each tree has an individual spirit, especially powerful and resilient. The forest can survive the harshest conditions because of the mutual support of the spirit of the entire forest. Your greatest strength is silent and deep. It does need a show of force. It just is. Inner power is found through contemplation, reflection, and meditation. Sometimes it comes from times of growth and change. Other times it springs from surviving and conquering painful situations. The journey. Adopt a tree. It can be one in your yard or one in a nearby park or wilderness area. Talk to the tree. Touch its bark. Give thanks. And by doing so, you create an energy connection that will continue to nurture you no matter how far away you are from your adopted tree. So I want you to adopt a tree. So know that you are grounded, you are strong, and you are loved. And you have support all around you. Okay, I'm going to do Earth Magic Oracle cards next. Earth Magic. I'm going to shuffle the cards. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to pick 3. We got lightning power. You are powerful. Okay. Rainbow blessings. Awesome. You got blessings. Power and blessings. Okay. Fog veiled. Okay, we're going to do lightning power. Let's find it. Lightning power. Page 89. It says, we see power all around us. It's in the mountains, meadows, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature, yet there isn't a more dramatic display of nature's power than lightning. It electrifies and splits the atmosphere, such that when the heated air comes rushing together, we hear thunder, the applause of the gods. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fear and awe. We see these forked beams of brilliant light jump from the sky, and our instinctual vigilance is triggered in anticipation of the roar that follows. We naturally seek shelter from the storm, or are grateful that we are already being sheltered. This demonstration of the power of creation is yet another way to remind us that we are not in control of the natural world. When we witness nature's power with open hearts and minds, we see it as it is neither destructive nor constructive. It simply is. And the message is, the power available to you, the force of life itself, it's neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of spirit that pulses through you. What is required is awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them under the particular circumstances of your inquiry. Although you may see yourself as using this power for good, do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good or bad in determining your decisions or actions. Through prayer and ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force, and by paying close attention to the Spirit's prompting, your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond your typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is the very force driving the universe. Okay, and then we got rainbow, page 119. Almost there. Rainbow. It says the storm has passed and it is time to enjoy the refreshing beauty of this cycle, even though it has been difficult to appreciate any sense of purposefulness in what you have endured lately. You can now, as they say, count your blessings. Do not just look at the brighter side, adhering to some academic mantra that has no heart or depth, but do so slowly with genuine gratitude that is expressed up close and personal. This ever-evolving process of life itself is a blessing, an opportunity to exist as a human being on Earth. The planet is a beautiful garden, even if it does not always appear to be that way. Sometimes it is only when you look back at a memory of his experience that you could truly see the blessings that have come from them. Bless your difficult and painful situations and let them go. Many blessings are coming to you. So fog, veiled. 65. Okay, it says, you are enmeshed in confusion and uncertainty and are unsure if it will ever clear up. This is not the best time to make decisions, particularly any major ones. Know that this foggy veil will eventually dissolve. Although there may be ways you are unconsciously contributing to this state, the greater truth is that this is simply a cycle you are moving through, and like all things, this too shall pass. Allow yourself to feel confused, in fact, decide to be confused. No matter what attempts you make right now to make things happen or move in any specific direction out of impatience or frustration, you risk only creating more confusion and uncertainty. So be still and patient. Wait for the first glimmer of awareness to lift the veil so that you can see the choices before you more clearly and can then choose to align yourself with the will of spirit. Those were powerful messages, huh? Well, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy your week, and many blessings to all of you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.